First of all, the idea of what they want, what do they need, what's getting in their way, all that stuff, that can be a list, and that's a really important, essential, just writing out your characters, right? And that's a list of different things. And he's right. If you can start to see that one person loves cheese and then the other one is deathly allergic to cheese, okay, I've got a point of conflict, and that's great. But the matrix part is basically on one side, you just list every character, however many there are, probably more than 4. But your characters, say 6, just for pick a number. And then on the bottom, you list those 6 again. And so now you are saying, what is the relationship between Tom and Susan? What's the relationship between Tom and Betsy? What's the relationship between Tom, every single character? And what's the relationship between Tom and Tom? How does he feel about himself? What are his issues? And as you get into those, and that's just an exercise.
And you can expand that to the major topics of the show, like siblings, blood ties, like some of these other main points you're hitting, because for 3 of the characters, the idea of siblings, that unusual families can happen in this kind of way could seem perfectly logical. But for one person, that's insanity. That's not a real family. And they refuse to recognize that.
So I would just make Tom's family. I would careful about
Tom, Ray, family, Susan, Ray, family.
Yeah. And so those are things that we've done. And the thing is that I want to be careful here, because some of this can be really useful and some of it can be elaborate masturbation. And I'm not against either of those things, but you have to decide what you want to do, right? It's like coming up with huge backstories for characters, and then you find out you really don't have any actual information, but you know what the name of the 3rd grade teacher is. So I don't need to know what Tom feels about everything. But if I know how he feels about the other characters, and I know how he feels about the basic theme that I'm exploring in this episode or in this show for the pilot, that's enough.